Okay, here's a graphing problem from your MyMathLab homework. It says plot the intercepts to graph the equation x plus y equals 2. Okay, the first thing you want to do is go to some paper and work this out. X plus y equals 2. To find the x-intercept, we set y equal to 0. So we get what? X equals 2, so that is over 2 of 0. To find the y-intercept, we set x equal to 0, and so I get y equals 2. So my x-intercept is over 0 up 2. Okay? So the graph of this line, let's see, let's graph it in red, over 2 of 0, so here's over 2 of 0, over 0 up 2, over 0 up 2, is there, so this is 2, 0, 0, 2. Okay? And now we want to sketch the line here. Okay? So we got it. We've graphed this thing. We know the answer. Now we have to be able to input it into MyMathLab. So 2, 0, 0, 2. Okay? So let's go. We want to put in a line. Clear. Okay, yeah. So here, so we'll go up here to 2, 0 and click. That gives me my first point. Go to 0, 2. That gives me my second point. And I think that looks just like I had over here, right? 2, 0, 0, 2. And check answer. Nice work. Okay. Now let's do one more. Let's go toward the end and do one of the ones that involve inequalities. Graph the following inequality. There, okay. Y is bigger than a negative 2/5 x. Y is bigger than a negative 2/5 x. So let me erase this whole page. Y is bigger than a negative 2/5 x. Is that the correct problem? Good. Y is bigger than a negative 2/5 x. Okay? So, to graph this thing, does it give us any instructions specifically on how to graph it? Graph the following inequality. Okay, that's it. So, to graph this, let's go here. Let's put an arrow on those. There we go. Let's go here. Let's go here. Okay. So so I know this is plus 0 here. So from class we should know that our y-intercept is 0. Got a point there, and then we got a slope of negative 2/5. That's rise over run. As a negative 2 and run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and it's less than, so it's dotted. Okay, let me erase those other lines in there. Alright, and we are, oops, it's greater than, so it's dotted, it's not or equal to. So greater than, we look at this thing and our I look at this thing, and bigger than that line tells me I'm up here. Okay? So we're shading there. And if you get confused, you just check a point. Pick any point you want. I'd pick the point over 1 up 0. So that would be the point to see if it works or not. Over 1, check that point, 1, 0. That is, let x be 1, let y be 0. 0 is bigger than a negative 2/5 times 1, and that is true. So we've got the right region. Notice if you had picked any point, let's say negative 1, let me do that on a different color. Negative 1, negative 1. This should give me an inequality that's false. Negative 1 is bigger than negative 2/5 times negative 1. That gives me that negative 1 is bigger than 2/5. And we know that that is false. And so that tells me that I've shaded the correct region here. Okay? Now, we've got the answer. Now we have to go be able to put this in the MyMathLab. So let's do that. Alright, so we want to tell it we want, we know we got that point 0, 0, then we went down 1 and over 5, or down 2 and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? And by clicking this thing here, I told it whether I wanted my lines shaded or dotted. Okay? And now, this is going to be my first time doing this too, but I got this bucket here. I'm assuming that that's going to be my shading tool. We're going to shade on top. And let's make sure that looks like my answer over here. That is my answer, I believe. And so now for the big moment, let's hit check answer. Ah, well done. Okay? Now this should get you through your homework today and show you an example of how to use this graphing tool. Okay, there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve with it. Stick with it. You'll learn it just after a few days. It'll be no issues.